Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Film Room. I'm Brian Johannes, and on this episode, we're going to take a look at Iowa State defensive end Will McDonald, and I'm going to showcase what type of prospect he is and what to expect. And he's a guy that's been one of my favorite prospects in this 2023 NFL draft class, and I can't wait to get into the film. Now, the first clip that I want to get into here for McDonald against Kansas State, he's lined up over here, the left defensive end. Iowa State will have him line up kind of all over. Here he's kind of at this 9 technique. There's times he lines up as inside the tackle at the 4-eye. Sometimes he's shading the tackle at the 5. But one of the things that I really like about McDonald is just his ability to win around the edge. And you have to do that to be considered a premier pass rusher like I think he is. And so at the snap, we're going to see him push towards the edge. And he doesn't have this explosive speed that he's able just to blow around the edge. But he's able to get up. And then you notice that the right tackle is trying to get that outside stab on him. And he's able to just bend those hips, use his ankle flexibility, and get around. And yes, he did get pushed past the pocket a little bit, but he uses his length and once again that ankle flexibility to come in and get the strip sack. As we watch at full speed, once again just uses his hands to kind of knock the right tackle's the hands away. He's able to use his speed, he's able to use that flexibility and just bend around that edge to get his hand on the quarterback and get that strip sack. And it's that ability, that combination, of flexibility, the speed, the quickness, and even the hand usage allows him to get this strip sack. All right, in this next clip, we see this once again, his ability to get after the quarterback. McDonald's once again lined up as that left defensive end, probably, 7 technique. And he's able to get upfield. And as he looks right here, the offensive tackle, this right tackle, at the snap has already got outside. And so he's not going to be able to win around the edge. But what I like here is that McDonald's able to then go inside to look like he's going to engage with him and then make a quick move back outside to get around him and get yet another strip sack. And as we watch it from the end zone view, you'll see that once again, he's able to go at him like he's going to do maybe a speed to power or maybe cut inside, but then he puts that foot down, bursts right back outside, and then able to get around him for the strip sack. Right? See it in full speed from both sides. It's just that quickness. It's that change of direction. It's, once again, the hand usage. We see it a lot from this end zone view. He's able to come and just get his hands on him and kind of push him away. Use a little bit of a rip move to get around that edge to go get that quarterback. And it's just this ability, this quickness, this burst, this lateral agility that I love watching Will McDonald and showing his ability to get after the quarterback. And as we see here, yeah, he didn't get 2 sacks, but he did strip the ball in both situations. Now, Will McDonald's not this, perfect elite finished prospect. He does have some things that, are a little bit nitpicky, and I think he still needs to have a better plan when he attacks the quarterback. We see that in this play right here. At the snap, once again, he's going to push outside. The right tackle's looking to get depth to cut off that edge, and the inside move is really available. It's opening up. You see the hole right there. And McDonald's able to make this move, and he gets to this edge. And so you would think in this situation, McDonald would just be able to carry back inside and, go after and get that sack. But instead, he's right in this position. Once again, you look and see, hey, this is a sack, quarterback hurry, whatever it may be. But then what I don't like here is McDonald's then spins back to the outside, and then he's kind of caught. And I don't know, maybe this is one of those where he's supposed to keep outside contained, and he got inside and he's like, oh, hey, I got to get back outside. I don't know without talking to him and seeing what the play call is and what the scheme dictated here. But he's in a position right here where you'd think he can accelerate. The quarterback's eyes are right here. He could probably get a quarterback sack, hurry at the least, but then he kind of hurts himself by spinning back to the outside. And so I think when you see this, you think, hey, he could really utilize, maybe a better plan. And maybe this is just one instance, and maybe it's just like, hey, I'm being nitpicky and over-evaluating, which very well could be the case. And because what I've shown you with Will McDonald and his ability to get after the quarterback, Kansas State said, we are not going to let you beat us. And what I loved, this tells me how good of a pass rusher you are and what other coaches think of you. When they send, and Will McDonald's once again left defensive end, they're going to send 3 guys at him. Look at this. There's 2 guys right away. As he's going out, we got the right tackle, the right guard, and then as we see here, the center doesn't have anyone. He doesn't need help right here, so he's like, hey, I'm going to go help. And we have 3 guys right here blocking Will McDonald to prevent him from getting a sack when Kansas State's in the red zone. And it's just one of those things, and I like here the quarterback's scrambling around, and McDonald's not saying, hey, I'm triple teamed, I'm just going to give up. He's still working, and he's going to try and get some pressure, but it just showcases the threat that Will McDonald is and how opposing offensive coordinators and offensive line coaches view him, and the fact that they are sending, in essence, 3 guys to try and stop him. Now, if we look at Will McDonald as a run defender, he does show the ability to hold the point of attack, set the edge, but he's utilized more at Iowa State, attacking and trying to go after the ball. And then this is a great showcase of his motor and his ability, his athletic ability too. So in this play, McDonald's lined up on the right defensive end, shading, 5 technique, shading the left tackle. And Kansas State's going to run the ball away to Deuce Vaughn, their speed, talented running back. And McDonald, as we see here, at the snap, he's reading. So he's not attacking. He's saying, hey, I'm reading. But then as this ball is handed off, he's able to turn and then go get this. I mean, he's able to go all the way from the other side and make this tackle. And it just shows his lateral quickness, his burst, and his length. He's able to then extend out. And Deuce Vaughn is not a tough guy to tackle. He's short. He's extremely quick. And Will McDonald's able to move laterally, take on a little bit of contact, and still make a lateral move to go get this tackle. And I just love this out of defensive ends. Too often, guys, we see here like, hey, it runs away. I'm just going to kind of dial it back a little bit. Nope, he uses that athleticism. He uses his length to go and make that tackle. And then finally, the last clip that I want to show you, once again, looks at his movement and his motor. He's lined up once again, right defensive end this time. And Kansas State's going to run the ball wide to his side. And he's, looking to come, set this edge, but he sees that it's option towards him. And he's able to not only, slow play it to make the quarterback pitch it, but then he's able to turn loose, chase down this running back. And, yeah, he didn't make the tackle, but he was able to get all the way to the sideline where the running back was tackled to make a play. That one, to me, it's just his athleticism, his burst, his acceleration, and everything that you like about Will McDonald can be summed up in this play. Just his hustle, his speed, and his just willingness that he wants to go attack that ball. There is so much to like about Will McDonald as a 2023 NFL draft prospect. As I showed in these clips, he's got he's got size, 6'4", 245 pounds. He's got athleticism, he's got burst, he's got lateral quickness, he's got production. This is a guy that's gotten 13 sacks the past 2 years. In 2020, 2021, he finished with 13 sacks in each of those 2 seasons. He's got 33 total sacks in his career. So not only is he productive, but he's doing it with, in my opinion, pretty good traits. And here's a prospect that, in my opinion, is vastly underrated. you don't see his name popped up in a lot of the early mock drafts. You don't see his name high ranked. And I don't understand that. He is not only my second rated edge player, only behind Will Anderson, but he is also my 6th overall player in this 2023 class so far this summer. And I mean, a lot's going to change. But I love him as a prospect. I think he's got such a high potential to be a premier pass rusher. I think he's a top 10 NFL draft pick. And I think any team in the top 10 that could really use a pass rusher is going to have a guy like Will McDonald on their radar. And I think if you don't know about him, you're going to know him after this video, and you're going to start to hear his name a lot more as the season progresses. All right, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this episode of The Film Room. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want more of these, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the bells for all your notifications. Also, make sure you're following me on social media, draft_Brian. Whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it may be, you can find me at draft_Brian. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And until next time.